Well, hello guys, and welcome to the channel. We are down at the flat block. We've just been moving some of the nurse tanks, so they're the big gas tanks that we fill up our applicator tank out of. So yeah, we've got them where we want them. Dad's been ferreting, no, what's the word? Not ferreting, shuffling? Ferreting me around? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Ferrying, that's
chauffeuring.
Yeah, that'll do. So yeah, we had to borrow a tractor to do all of that, because I found out this morning that the truck, the Western Star, isn't registered, so I was going to use that, but thankfully Phil told me in time. So
what sort of a show are we running here?
Don't know.
You buy a truck worth whatever, and then we can't afford the hundreds of dollars.
You just, I don't know. I don't know that way.
This way.
Oh.
She's an interesting drive.
I wouldn't recommend this chauffeur. I'd choose alternate options. But we're going to pick up JD's ute and the fuel trailer here, drop that off to him, and then we're going to get out of here.
We're out.
Going to just leave him to it.
Should we go and get another coffee milkshake?
Probably not. Probably won't sleep. So we'll get a bit of drone footage of the gassing happening, and then we can go.
Righto.
I don't think there's anything else to report.
Just I'm worn out from all my dozer work.
Yeah, you broke it.
I did break it.
You broke the dozer. So I don't know how much is on camera, but yeah, you've probably seen that. But anyway, that's a job to do. We're attached. No hoses. Dragging. Good. So we've got about maybe another 900 hectares to go on the flat block. So I reckon JD's probably done about 500 or thereabouts. So getting through it. Oh, I stalled it. How embarrassing. So I think what's basically happening on the farm now is there's a lot of spraying, a lot of odds and ends, but predominantly we're just focused on keeping the gas operation going, so we can hopefully finish that this week. And yeah, once that's tidied off, then we're going to take the 280 off the gas rig and put that on the weeder, and then we're going to be weed eating or camera spraying for the foreseeable future after that. Probably I'd say nearly every paddock we farm will probably need doing with that, apart from the cotton. And to update on the cotton, I'll face you out the front here, so you're not looking at my face, but to update on the cotton, it looks like we haven't probably got as much rain as we needed, and which is odd because a lot of other places around have had a heap of rain. There's even floods in some places, but we missed out on any real meaningful rain. So yeah, the cotton's sort of aborting some of its fruit. So that's generally the difference between potentially breaking even or not quite breaking even and making a profit from it. So yeah, it's not probably looking that great for that, but yeah, it's something we can't control. So you just got to sit tight. But anyway, that's why I don't put all your eggs in one basket, I guess. Also, guys, I will say, I do apologise for the very untidy beard, and I'm looking very much like a bushranger at the minute. Not intentional. It's just probably the best indicator of how busy my home life is as to how bushrangery I look. So, yes, that's probably a good indication. I've got 5 kids. And 5 young kids, and it's school holidays, and yeah, so not that I do a lot with them because I'm working obviously, but my poor wife has to deal with that. Thankfully she's not growing a beard though, but yeah, it's good general indication to how tough home life might be. So, you just waiting, are you? Watching some news.
Yeah, just finding out about the,
The world events.
World events.
So, the dear old weed there is going to have to put its big boy pants on. Hopefully it can all hold together for us.
Why is that?
Well, it's going to have to do everything. It's going to have to do all of this. It's going to have to do... I'm pretty sure at some point in the next couple of weeks, every bit of the country we farm is going to get done except the cotton, probably.
It's going to be... we're going to have to redo the budget, mate.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's what we're doing, isn't it?
You can't farm for nothing.
Yeah, but it feels like it.
Yeah, we 20 years ago, we did a bit of share farming.
Yeah, why don't we? Whenever we say 5 minutes or 2 minutes, it ends up being 15 or 20. But you can do a story time with Dad, just for a brief thing. So that was 20 years ago, eh?
Back in 2000. What happened then? The owner rang me up and asked me would I like to do some share farming. So he said, yep, we'll give that a go. And we did it for 3 years, and then the economics of it didn't work out for the owner. So we parted on good terms. And so then we came out of that, and they were tough years, but it enabled us to upgrade our capital, like our machinery and so forth, and then we bought that second main block, I think you call it, where Brad lives. So we were able to buy half of that and farm
a stepping stone.
Yeah, so that meant we went up to 2,000 acres, and it meant that it enabled us to get a bigger fuel tank for our engine, basically.
That's a metaphor, not literally.
Metaphorically,
yeah.
Yes.
But this is all the same, there's a little bit more now than what you were doing.
Yes. Well, the owner wanted me to take on the lot, but we felt it was just too much, so we took on 2,000 acres then.
Yeah.
And
so it's the same owner, so obviously it was good terms because we're back here. It's 3,500 acres.
Well, Phil did a lot of work, electrical work in his trade for this guy, and got on really well, and they've developed a really strong friendship, and so I think that's the basis really of him offering the opportunity again. So yeah, it's been good.
So yeah, it's a bit of deja vu. So, but no, we're hoping it achieves the same sort of thing it achieved back then, aren't we?
Yeah.
Need a bit bigger, a bigger engine, bigger, more fuel for the engine, to keep financing all our hobbies.
Yeah, and more families and more people to look after. You need to expand, and but good businesses where both parties
benefit,
have a win in it.
Yeah. No, that's generally how we try and operate, isn't it?
Mm. Well, all the deals or all the business that we've done over the years, as far as I'm aware, we've had good relations coming out of whether we bought or sold. We still, it's really good.
Oh, we'll test it. If anyone out there has had a bad experience with us, just write it in the comments.
No, just personally ring Matt.
Yeah, no, I'm not giving him a number.
Oh, you'll find his number, huh?
No. I don't want to have to get a new phone number. No. It's but anyway, that's all good, guys. We're going to head back, have some dinner, and I think I'm going to be spraying tomorrow, so I'll be at the development block spraying. And you'll probably be going to town, get some coffees.
No, I've got to go to Inverell.
Oh, that's right.
And pick up Brad's ute.
Yep, it needed a little bit of work.
And so Mum and I will go and do that. We'll probably have a coffee over there, I dare say. And
I would think less of you if you didn't.
Yeah. And it's good coming down here now though, because we've got this little village, haven't we, where they're pretty good at making burgers and coffee milkshakes. And
Dad's got the local roadhouse number on speed dial, I think. So he knows when he's about 10 minutes out. He gives them a call and gives them the heads up.
We were like that 25 years ago too. My dad used to love coming down here because Mum had him on a strict diet.
Yes. And
it didn't make him live longer.
no, made him happier though.
He gets stuck into his burgers and had a wonderful time.
Yeah. Well, we were just saying actually on the way here, because I said it's going back a bit, because I remember as a kid coming down here and I'd always get really excited because you drive past the roadhouse and you never knew whether you'd be turning in to get something or not. So it was always a bit of a hit and miss.
What did you say when we were coming down? It was a bit more meaner than what you just alluded to.
Well, it was very much a case of Dad wanted to make sure it was a treat, and it stayed that way. So if we asked to stop, we never stopped. If we mentioned about stopping, we never stopped. But if we just kept silent and didn't, just more or less pretended that we weren't interested in it, then we probably stopped. So that about sums it up, doesn't it?
I didn't want him to have the expectation or the presumption. So just always a little treat, not an expectation.
So that's how you parent, guys.
Well, that's how you get sick puppies like you.
No. So anyway, after all that gibberish, we'll sign off for the day. See what happens tomorrow.